that I got everything going where I want it to go. Make sure it's going. Cool. Alright, so today we are making chicken and waffles. I had promised to make chicken and waffles like 2 weeks ago when it was National Waffle Day, and I couldn't because I believe that was the day that I had like this horrible sinus headache. I was like super bedridden, and it was like a migraine. It was really bad. It might have been because like I hadn't had one of those in a long time, and I went off my migraine medication because I was just like, well, I didn't really get that many migraines anyway. Why am I paying for this medication that I barely use? Or I do use, but, barely need. And of course, like, like a week or two, like 2 weeks after that, I get a migraine. But it's not like, I'm taking it for sinus migraines anyway. Sinus headaches, migraines kind of just happen. It was like crazy today. So like, we are doing chicken and waffles. I'm going to be frying and baking the chicken, like doing a fry and then baking it over here. And so I'm going to put it at 350. It's a good moderate temperature because we just really want to bake the rest of it. But first we're going to cut some bacon for our waffles. We're gonna put bacon in our waffles. Yeah, better. Kind of. I look greasy. I don't know why I look greasy because I don't feel greasy. It's also hot as balls. Again, hopefully one of the last days of the year in which it will be hot as balls. And I can't stand it anymore. I cannot stand this weather. It's driving me insane. What is today's date? It's and yeah, so it's been a while since I've streamed. I had to take, well, I didn't have to, but I took Tuesday off because I wanted to work on some stuff. Here, let's put it this way so you guys can see the cool piggy. Oh, you can't see yet. We are getting really close to our 50 followers, and then I'll do Wonder Woman Week when that happens. Until then, I'm just trying to grow this channel. I'm working on some YouTube stuff. I haven't really shot anything yet. I'm still doing some writing, and I gotta do some design work. I'm a one-woman machine. I'm working to the job that actually pays bills. Doing this, and I'm going to start rolling out donations soon. Hopefully. I hate asking for donations, but I also like doing this, and if I want to do this, I need to make money doing this so I could do this more. Because I'd rather just like get revenue from like advertisements and stuff like that. But I'm working on my blog, I'm working on YouTube. Hey Chris, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while. So, just working on different things all at once, and it's kind of crazy. Okay, so let's get to the actual cooking. Ooh, I did a fade there. Very fancy. Okay, so I need bacon down. Bacon is so done. bacon is frozen, so we won't be doing that right away because I have the thought. That's probably not right. Yeah, it's a Guy Fieri cutting board. So. There we go. That's better. Hold on. Like. I wish, like, I had more time to cut for these things. So, but I really don't have all that much time. Between work and all. Should have got some buttermilk. That's what I should get. Should have got. Alright, so while that's thawing, unfortunately, we're going to make the breading for my chicken, which is super easy. Oh, is it one of those like pot-bellied pig things? Oh dear. I think that might be enough. Cup and a half. Because knew someone who wanted one of those pot-bellied pigs, and like the city wouldn't allow it. Oh, yeah, like right. You never find anything around here. Alright, so we're just going to add our seasonings. I kind of want it to have a little spice, so basic. I'm doing like a real basic, old style, southern. Nothing with like not Kentucky Fried Chicken, whereas like how many spices they have? This has got 3. Pepper, paprika, cayenne. I wanted, and then salt, of course. What? It must have been some sort of like sick pig that they were trying to get rid of or something, and they're like, "Here, have this pig." I'm guessing he's probably not like a pig expert or some sort of farmer. I mean, I don't know. I guess you never know. How did it die? Like, just drop dead? Or did it get sick? Or... I think I want to add more. Everything. Maybe not. Close. Oh, did I want to start my music. I have music today. Yay. And then I got rid of it because... Oh, wait. No, I didn't. There it is. Yeah. Music. Woo! Party! Good to know. The thing beeps when it's ready. Just beeps. It beeps a lot. There's a baby in the house today. Not mine. Not that it matters. It's mine or not. So. I'm gonna get flour all over the skirt. I know it. Oh, really? Yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, those probably pigs are supposed to be kind of like dogs, you know? But they're supposed to be like potty trained and all that stuff, but I don't know. I've heard of people having them. I've never met anyone who's had them. I knew an old lady who wanted one once, like I said, and the city wouldn't let her have it. It's just like, and then she was gonna get a ferret, and back then, ferrets were still kind of considered like exotic pets, and the city wouldn't let her have that either. But it's sort of like, look, you're like 80-something years old, just go for it. Like, screw it. Or at least that's what I would do. Alright, so, I don't know. I want to add more paprika. I just want more color to it. I'm sure it's got a lot of, I don't really want to go with like a lot of cayenne, because a little cayenne goes a long way. I probably already put too much cayenne in it, knowing me. But like, paprika is going to give it like a good color once it cooks. I just can't talk today. Alright, I'm just going to set this over here. I'm going to need I'm going to take, I got peanut oil and canola oil, and I'm going to blend them together. Alright, have a good walk. I don't know how far my delay is, if you see that or not. I would type something, but my hands are full. Alright, so I'm blending these two oils because peanut oil gives you lots of flavor. Canola oil, veggie oil, cheap. So you want flavor, but you want like the oil. And they blend together really well. You don't really have to worry about like, I would not recommend doing that with olive oil and veggie oil when you're like frying something. But we in the industry used to, a lot of people used to do this, so it would be like a 80-20 or a 60-40 blend, depending, where you get the olive oil for the flavor, and then you get thanks. You get like the olive oil for the flavor, and then like the canola oil for the actual like cooking, because olive oil is not very good for frying or heat. But if you get the cheaper olive oil, you pretty much can. Although there's a lot of like weird things going around about olive oil lately, mainly because it's they're like packaging regular oil as olive oil, or like cheaper oils as olive oil, and then sending it to like other countries outside from like Italy, I guess. I'm not gonna use all of this. I only want to use half of it. It's still kind of frozen, but eat it fully thawed anyway. I'm gonna do like half a pound of bacon, and then I'm gonna put this bacon in that thing. Because I don't know, I could let it just throw it in the fridge and stuff, but I don't know. I'd rather not. And there's no freeze cover. I'm just gonna throw this in here. But we got that Lady Gaga. I'm gonna release her single tonight, and I'm probably gonna be in bed by then. But because I am very lame and I don't stay up very late because I'm kind of on this get up early schedule thing. So. Alright. So, I wish I had my apron. I need to get aprons. I need to, like, actually invest in some apronage. So, one of these days. I have aprons. I just gotta get them out of the garage. I just gotta do a garage day tomorrow. I have all my shit's in the garage. Almost. There. So what we're going to do while we're cutting up the bacon is we're going to crisp this up. You know, it's going to take a little bit. It's going to take a minute. Yeah, it's just up there. Kind of want to break it apart. Some of it's still kind of frozen. But, you know, breaking it apart. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fry it up like normal. And we're going to sprinkle that kind of on the waffle mix. So that's a thing. Now, instead of mixing it in the batter, we're going to kind of put it on top. You'll see later. But it's just better that way to get like an even baconing. I don't have buttermilk. Now, if we were going to do this properly, we would use buttermilk. But we have regular milk, and I think I have lemon juice somewhere. Yes. I have tons of beer. I think I know what I'm going to drink with this tonight. I will be drinking and doing social eating, and there will probably be a couple other people doing social eating as well. So if you don't have buttermilk, here's a trick. We're going to add a little bit of lemon juice. Adds the tartness to it and kind of curdles it sometimes. I'm just sort of eyeballing it because I don't like milk, so I'm not going to taste it. I should taste it because if I was a perfect chef, I would taste it, but I don't like milk at all, and I haven't drank a glass of milk since I was like 10. So, I will not be drinking milk. I hate it. It just grosses me out. I don't know what it is about it, but it grosses me out. Now, that was like 2% milk. 2% is okay. Whole is best. When you're getting into like skim milk territory, why do you have skim milk? Just don't drink milk. Just drink water, because it's basically water. There's nothing in skim milk. It's like paying for extra water. I don't know. The flavor? I don't know. And I just hate the flavor of milk, so whatever. so that's the thing. Alright, I'm gonna work my knife real quick. So I want to heat up my oil, but like when you're heating up oil, I have like a bunch of fry oil in the basement, but I wanted to use this stuff up first. Like, if you do a lot of like deep frying, I suggest just go to GFS, get one of those big jugs of oil, utility oil. They go a long way. If you don't, which you probably shouldn't because you probably die, you know, veggie oil works pretty well in a pinch. You don't need to get Crisco. I like to keep Crisco around though, like, because tub of Crisco is great for baking. It's great for pie crust. It's also great for frying. So, and it's a neutral oil, so it's not like gonna put a whole lot in it. I mean, it won't give a lot of flavor, and that's why. I mean, like with frying, I keep burping. It's gross. When you're frying, you gotta think of like the flavor that you want. Like, I mean, sometimes like peanut oil is great for frying, right? But sometimes you don't want peanut flavor. Sometimes it just doesn't go. And then sometimes, you know, people have allergies, so you just gotta think about it. Alright. Now I'm gonna go put this back over here. Yeah, it's all curdled too. It's like purposely making your milk bad. Which is good that I got that, because I don't know, I mean, I could find some uses for buttermilk. I could have used them in the waffles, I guess. Just wasn't thinking like, oh yeah, buttermilk. Because I'm so used to working at a place where we had buttermilk, and it's kind of like, it's there. You know, I don't have to worry about like actually buying it, right? No, I do. My shoulder's killing me. But I'm gonna do something about my hair. I'm gonna go Lady Gaga with it. Alright, so chicken. I like to trim it up a little bit. That's a good, I mean, if you have a lot of chicken, if you're doing like more than one chicken, I recommend keeping any scraps. But this is already portioned for me. We kind of left some of the backbone in, but yeah, they kind of did. I'm not going to worry about it. If I were doing this whole, I'd take the back out, but I'm not going to go through all of this, take all the back out. I'm just going to trim off any excess fat, or you could always leave it on if you really like fat. Try not to take off the skin, because that's the best part. If you are one of those people that don't like the skin, screw you. Wow, they took the wings off. It's a bummer. Kind of like it when they keep the wings on. Because see, then like stuff like this happens. Missing skin. And that's, the skin is what's going to keep the meat juicy, and there's no skin because they kind of messed it up. So, what I'm going to do, come on. Might feel a little dull. I'm gonna just cut them and like cut the breasts in half, and it makes it just worlds easier. I don't know how the hell this is. It just seems weird. Like this should be like over here, but it's all, I don't know. This is like one deformed chicken or something, or I'm just crazy. So we got our chicken all sort of pieced out here. That was easy. When you buy it already pieced out pretty much. Just don't want to splatter the bacon. I would cook it faster if I could. Just don't want to be splattering it everywhere. Okay, I go over there for now. Alright, so I'm working with a very limited space. And I have large bowls and large pieces of meat. So, we're going to use this to put our chicken on. Chicken. This is kind of a 3-step process. So we have our flour here that we made earlier. And what we're going to do, first step, is we're going to take all the chicken, put it in here, and then put it on here. And then the next step is going to be much trickier. Bacon is looking good. These streams don't take as long as I expect them to most of the time. I'm just very efficient, I guess, even when I'm not organized. So, it's a possibility we might need more flour. We'll see. I was just sort of eyeballing the ingredients. So, I don't know if I'll put this really up on my website because I'm using box mix, and I recommend if you're going to make pancakes or waffles, just get box mix. Don't bother making it at home because you could get it all in a box and it's going to be the exact same shit that you're going to make at home. You're not going to save money. Actually, you will save money by buying the box mix instead of buying the 5 ingredients and mixing them at home. Like, you get the box mix, get a plain box mix, and if there's anything you want to add, like spices to it, or like fruit or vegetables or whatever it is that you want, then you could add it right to the mix. So it's not like a big deal, really. Just don't think you're going to be more culinary, more fancy by doing it at home from scratch. It's like, no, we all buy mixes. And it's like, same thing with like cake mix. Like, if you go to a lot of bakeries just buy straight up cake mix. Because why? Like, it's all the same shit. You're gonna just make the same gosh darn recipe. It's just easier to buy it pre-made. Most of the time. Depends on the cake, but like, if you're making a basic box cake, like if you go to any grocery store to get like a cake, it's box cake, basically. And then they just sort of ice it pretty, which a lot of those icings now come in cans, so people don't really make icing anymore. I mean, depending on where you're going. Because icing is kind of like one of those things where it's like, you could tell the fake stuff from the good stuff. Kind of like between margarine and butter, I guess. Good bacon. Alright. This one's gonna be a little weird. So I'm gonna be going chicken. I'm trying to fit everything on screen here. I can't zoom out. So we got chicken, buttermilk, back to the flour, and I'm going to be putting it back on the same tray. So I should make some room here. Now, the preferred way would to be to steam your chicken first. So we're not really steaming it. Not using buttermilk. I don't have a steamer. Well, I do have a steamer actually. It's not really built for this though. Really, there's two ways you could do this. And this is one way I'm gonna show you. This way is kind of easier because you don't have to like steam the chicken, cool it, then bread it, then fry it. And then even then, like half the time, like when I was at work, my old job, like chicken would come out raw or just cold in the center because some of the pieces are kind of thick. So this is more like a shake and bake kind of method, except we're actually frying it. So, and if I had buttermilk, it would give it like a nice, much thicker coating. Like it's not very thick of a coating I'm getting out of this because I'm using milk. But it's sticking, which is what you want. So this will be like a nice thin fry coat right here. Bloop. So, yummy, yummy. I'm trying not to set them on top of each other, because then like the coating's gonna come off if I do that. And I didn't set my oil on, and that's okay, because I kinda wanted to wait anyway, because sometimes I find that things tend to, like the fryers kind of tend to get hot, like if I'm frying stuff. So I gotta cut this in another piece actually. It's just gonna take forever. So I might have to pull some chicken out before this certain parts are done too. We'll see. I have a lot of bone to work through, so it's good. I just had just enough flour, just about. I only have 2 more pieces to go. Yeah, nice. Cool beans. One more piece. Yeah, I feel like sometimes I'm like the only person besides my boyfriend that plays like Pokemon Go anymore. I figured that would happen. I mean, that kind of happens, like, you know, with trends, they kind of come and go. But, I don't know. I think it's fun. I'm sure there's still, well, I know a lot of people still play because I went to the Renaissance Center yesterday and there was like 50 people trying to catch shit. I almost got myself a Hitmonchan and then it ran away. C'est la vie. Alright, I just want to wash up a little bit. I don't have a lot of space in this kitchen. It's not an industrial kitchen. I was thinking about like asking my new bosses, like, hey, you guys don't use the kitchen at night most nights? But, I mean, they're there till like 9 o'clock, so I'd have to come in at like 9 o'clock. We're not there till 9 o'clock every night, but there's stuff that goes on. And it's like, can't really. That late, and then come in like 6 hours later. Like after I get done with a stream, like streaming like what, like, well, it'd probably be 10 to midnight, and then I'd have to clean up. So I wouldn't get out of there till like 1, and I'd have to be back at like 9. So yeah, that would not be fun. But if you ever want to make the kitchen into a studio, they knew who to call, I guess. Alright. I'm going to turn this up. And I'm going to turn this on. Alright, so we're getting into this portion. Let me see if I could do something cool. But I'm not going to do it like that. At least put the big cam on. No. Doing some crazy camera angle stuff. Trying to. I know this seems kind of weird. I only have so much. Only have so much to do. Nice. I really just need to get like an extension cord. Okay, it's kind of better. this heat is driving me crazy. There we go. I think that might be good. Maybe better. Cool. Yay! So, stuff, and it's very hot. It's very, very hot. Everything is cooking. It's almost ready. Kind of. I'm just not a fan of getting burnt by bacon, and I've already been burnt several times by bacon this week, so I'm kind of like, nope. I'm cool with waiting for that to just cook. So I give that like another minute to like warm up. Like sometimes you could see like the heat going through it. So Nurple. Alright. So you want to make sure your oil is hot. Now, I'm guilty a lot of jumping around, so to test that, you could throw some see if the flour sizzles. See if throw a piece of whatever, just a little bit in there. My hair is just like ridiculous. Like it looked good, and then it just has a mind of its own. It's like, I'm gonna ignore you. Just do whatever I want. So we are waiting for oil to heat up. I'm gonna try the rest of my Coke or Pepsi, yeah. And oh, hey. Take this fan up a little bit. I forget it's got like the high setting. I never use it on the high setting. So I guess I could set this up at least. We are going to be using Kodiak Cakes Frontier Flapjack and Waffle Mix today. Like I said, just use waffle mix. It's cheaper, easier. All you gotta do is add water and an egg. I think, nope, you don't even have to add an egg. Water and the mix. 50-50. So, although this is like the whole grain stuff, I think I did this and it was good, flavored. We're gonna see today whether or not I remember I liked it or not. I bought it a while ago, so. this. I feel like I haven't made waffles in forever. Which I probably haven't. Why does this thing flip? Weird. Don't understand it. Cleaned. Well, this is really should be hot by now. It's not. Oh, I know why. That would help, right? This stuff. All set. Ready to go. We're gonna make some waffles. I think it's good when you have waffles. I don't know why I got that song in my head. Probably because I finally seen part of that movie a couple days ago. Beep beep. Yeah. I'm gonna do my test. Peanutty. It's starting. Okay, so things are gonna be a little loud in here. I apologize for the loudness. Let's see if I have like major lag or not. Always gotta check, gotta make sure I'm online. Stuff happens. It's awful. Oh, this ad goes on forever.